industry of BPO and service center is still new, but is booming and is becoming a leading activities in all countries in the region.
Well, firstly, looking on companies that are based in Western Europe, you have the same time zone. You have the language skills that are very important. Looking on the surveys, English and all the European spoken languages you will find easier. You have a reasonable bit until even high level of education. And you have available labor force for the different skills that are required. And last but not least, you are closer to your customer and your headquarters.
Well, there's a wide range of incentives available to shared services centres operators in this part of the world. It varies dramatically from country to country, and even within countries it varies. And generally, levels of grant are skewed most towards poorer areas, areas of deprivation, high levels of unemployment, etc. So in some countries, you won't get an incentive if you go into a capital city, but you will if you go to a more outlying agricultural area.
So we are facing two kinds of problems. The first one is the communication in between the outsourced shared service center and the local team, of course, because they have to make sure they can really talk on a, let's say, daily basis to make sure they can really have good proactivity and making sure that all the information is passed on one way and the other. And the second challenge is, of course, a lack of local knowledge and language, which is sometimes quite concerning, and it has to be addressed. And lack, of course, of technical knowledge and background is one of the most important issues we've been facing. And when it's becoming too tough, we are, of course, outsourcing, trying to find a consultant to outsource, like Mazars for us, for example, on taxes.
Creating a SSC is a real project in itself and a real challenge. However, the part that must not be forgotten is local compliance, because SSC processes is a real life to create, but local compliance needs local knowledge of financial presentation, of tax reporting, on payroll rules, etc. And this knowledge is not often fundable in SSC and needs to remain on a local point of view, which implies that you have to rely on professionals knowing these rules and able to comply with local compliance.
Generally, Eastern Europe is becoming more and more mature market, so we are much more developing, going to the higher level of the service delivery. So that means in practice that we are delivering more and more experienced and major services. So that means in practice that we need to refill the basic roles by robotics or moving to the cheaper locations.
SSC has to make a choice how to become sustainable on the market, and also how to develop at least as fast as the market. Develop, it means learn quickly and put in place a culture of collective intelligence is a key word. Collective intelligence and culture. We choose several elements like people engagement, customer focus and process excellence. And around these elements we build deployment of lean organization.